What's up, everyone? All right, so here we are, day 2 on the traveling trading station, up $5,372.08. Not a bad way to finish the week at all. The momentum is hot right now. Pedal to the metal. I'm being aggressive. And hey, guys, reminder, this coming Monday, when I'm back in my office, I'm going to host a workshop at 1 p.m. Eastern where I'm going to walk you guys through my 2 favorite setups for trading hot stocks: buying the break of pre-market highs and buying the first pullback. So make sure you click the link below to register for the workshop and show up. If you can't show up, we will send you a replay. So really looking forward to that. I'm going to be working on it on the flight home, and I'll see you guys all first thing on Monday morning. Enjoy the weekend, and as always, any questions, leave them below. I'll answer them later today and through the weekend. All right, see you guys on Monday.
All right, everyone. So we're going to go over the trades from today. Finishing the week here with another green day. Not the biggest green day of the week, or actually, is it? Maybe it is. Up $5,372. Yeah, not bad. So that's a solid way to finish what's been a pretty decent week. Growing the account, making progress. I did have a red day on Tuesday, but I bounced back with a green day on Wednesday, Thursday, and now here Friday. So green 4 out of 5 days this week, and it's going to put me up nicely both on the week and on the month for sure. Definitely puts me up over $50,000 on the month of May, which is not bad at all. It's May 17th here, and we still have 2 full weeks left in the month. So if I can average $10,000 a week, that'll put me up around $70,000 on the month. And hey, if we have a couple of really nice big winning trades, well, this could end up getting up into the 80s or 90s, which is always nice. One of the things that I love is months where I can get a little bit of get ahead of my monthly goal, which I'm ahead of because my monthly goal is 40 grand. So anything I can get, ahead on, it just means that if I have a month in August or September where I'm a little behind my monthly goal, I can afford it. I've already got the cushion from an earlier month. So, that makes me feel confident, makes me feel like I'm kind of in the driver's seat. And then, if I end up having great months in August or September or whatever, might be a typical slow month, then that's just even better. So anyways, let's look at the 3 stocks that I traded today. BOSC, $5,400 of profit. BLIN, $826. And then OTK, $946 of loss. And I'm a little bummed out about OTK because it's up 55% right now. And I missed a really nice 5-minute setup on it right here. Because I was trading other stocks, which was fine. BOSC was definitely the right one to focus on at that time. But I missed this opportunity, and then I tried to jump in right here, thinking that it was doing the second 5-minute pullback, and it was going to go up to $3. I was looking at the gap fill on the daily chart, this yellow line right here, which is actually at 306, if I'm going to draw it correctly. But that one I was wrong on, and I took 12,000 shares, which maybe was a little aggressive. I was kind of thinking that this one was moving a little slower. I didn't have as much that I was risking on it, but just like that, $900 in the red. So, that's the way it goes. This is one of those days where you've got a stock that's made a really big move, but doesn't mean it's always going to be easy to trade, and I'm going to be the guy that's red on it, buying it kind of just the wrong spot and only taking one trade and having it fail, missing the better opportunities earlier in the day. But on BOSC, I did well. So this one, honestly, is a little disappointing. You can see here how it kind of had ramping up volume. Right in here, volume was ramping up. I'll show it just like this. So right in here, volume started picking up, and you can see it kind of taking off right here. I sort of wrote off the stock initially when, I don't know if it was when it first hit the scans or when someone mentioned it in the chat room, but I was like, BOSC, yeah, I've traded that one before. I don't recall it being anything super exciting. So I just, yeah, right down here around 266. That's when it first hit the scanners. And at that time, well, it was only up 2% on the day. It was moving and had a high relative volume, but five times relative volume, but I just wasn't really sure about it. So kind of didn't pay a lot of attention to it, and then it comes back up on the scanner here at 68, 70, 85, and that's when I was like, you know what, I think this thing is going to break over $3. So I jumped in for the break of 3. I jumped in basically as soon as I hit the scanner right here around 948, 949. I got in for the break of 3. It breaks 3, squeezes up to 321, and I add another 3,000 shares at 321, going into a circuit breaker halt. Then it's halted for 10 minutes. It's halted for 10 minutes because it moved more than 10% in less than 5 minutes. 9 out of 10 times, stocks that halt going up open higher, and in fact this did. It ended up opening at 344. So it opened about 23 cents higher, which is like 8% higher on a low price stock, and it squeezes up to 362. I added at 350 for that squeeze up to 360. It hits 360, it pulls back for a second, it comes back up. I add again at 359, it fails, and I stop as it comes back down. So on this one, I ended up having 12,000 shares as I added right up here, and it moved my cost basis, from 290 to 315 to 320, all the way up to 330. I think that was maybe 330 something. I don't remember, but I kept moving my cost basis up because I kept adding as it was squeezing up, and that just ended up not being the right way to trade this. I thought because this was sort of the one stock that was taking off here on Friday, that it was going to give us a much bigger move, seeing the volume coming into it, and I was just, I guess, wrong on that. So the high was 362, and then it ended up coming all the way back down, basically to 278. It had news this morning. It also had a decent daily chart, and in total, I was able to make money on it, but this would have been a much better trade if it had opened and squeezed into a second circuit breaker halt at 375 and then made a move up to 450. Then a 12,000 share position would have been a $10,000 winner, potentially more. But that's not what ended up happening with this one. So again, that battle, leaving money on the table versus giving back profits. I gave back maybe a little bit of profits on this, being too aggressive. Let me scroll up to the top of the scanner. So RBZ is on the scanner right now, 1.17 million share float. This one is definitely a former runner. It's got a history of making some really big moves, as we know. Let me pull up the level 2 on RBZ. Circuit breaker halt I can see right away is 684. It's that yellow. It's that red line. In the Warrior Pro classes, I show you guys how to add this to your level 2, so you can get a sense of when is the stock going to get halted. That's important information for me to know because as stocks are approaching circuit breaker halts, that means they're up 7, 8, 9, almost 10% in the last 5 minutes. That tells us the rate of change is really fast. So when I pull up a stock and I see that it's still 40 cents away from the halt, that tells me that yes, it's up quite a bit, but it's not up maybe enough. It's not extreme enough, and I like to trade extremes. By trading extremes, I'm capitalizing on the highest amounts of volatility in the market. And so, on this one, I'm right now, not that I don't see that there would have been opportunities like maybe back here, but I miss that. So now the opportunity up in this area isn't quite set up just right yet. And also remember, it's Friday. A lot of traders call it a day at 10 a.m. on Friday. You trade for an hour, hour and a half, whatever, and then you're gone. So you got to be consistent about booking those profits, not giving them back. I was up 6,300, and then I gave back 1,000 on OTLK. Certainly if I stick around and really watch this, maybe there'll be other opportunities. But, I'm in California, and, sun's out, so might as well enjoy the day and take the $5,300 and get out. And maybe I'm leaving a little money on the table, but I'm paying myself. I'm walking away green. And any day you're doing that, you're doing, what 9 out of 10 traders haven't figured out how to do consistently. Consistent profits. That's your job. Get in the market, find that one or maybe two opportunities to capture a little profit, get out, don't give it back. Now, Monday, 1 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to host a free workshop where I'm going to talk about two of my favorite setups, buying the break or pre-market highs and buying the first pullback. This is a first pullback setup right here. What was it? ELTK. This one yesterday gave us a first pullback setup right here. I'm trying to remember the one earlier in the week. PDSB was the break of pre-market highs. So this setup back here on Tuesday or Monday, I can't remember, Wednesday, that was break of pre-market highs. So I'm going to host this workshop Monday, 1 p.m. Eastern. Any of you guys that are in the chat room, if you're on, just chat room membership, you're not in the classes, any of you guys watching on Facebook, on YouTube, that have any interest in learning a little bit more about how this strategy works, how I was able to take $583 and turn it into over $1 million in just over 2 years. Make sure you register to the workshop, show up 1 p.m. Eastern. If you can't attend, we will send you a replay. But I'm really looking forward to it. On the flight home over the weekend, I'm going to be working on my slides and adding a bunch of recent examples and stuff like that. So this is going to be a lot of fun. The link is in the description for you guys to register, so you guys can go ahead and do that. For everyone here in the chat room, I'll give you the link right here. I don't mind waking up early in California to trade. I mean, I go to obviously try to go to bed early, so I'm not exhausted, but I really don't mind it all that much. It's kind of nice to be able to have the day, a whole day in front of you, and be done trading it. I don't know, what time is it locally? It's only 7:45, and I'm definitely done trading. So it's pretty cool. You guys who are out here, you can trade and then go to your day job if you want to. And I have a lot of students that do exactly that. It allows them to start making a little money in the market, kind of getting into it, and then still having the stability of their regular full-time job. So. Anyways, I think that's about it here today. BLIN, I forgot to cover that one. RBZ, moving just a little bit more. Volume on the 1 minute. Let's see, it's kind of tapering off a little bit. This is a little higher risk. BLIN, that was high day Momo scanner as well. So this scanner right here, that helped me find BLIN in real time. Jumped into it, looking for the break of $6. Ended up only making about $826 on it. And yeah, OTLK, I underestimated it. It is up 55%, 43 million shares of volume. In this area, it was kind of under $2, right at $2. I'm not really as much into that price range lately. I kind of prefer closer to 3 to 5 or 6. So initially I was like, the price is a little on the low side. Seems really crowded. Seems like it's going to be more of a grinder stock, not a breakout stock. And then by this time when this was happening, this 5-minute consolidation, I was still kind of that was, I think, right after BOSC or while I was still in the trade, right around 10 a.m. And I was like totally focused on that. So, I missed this opportunity. And that's how it goes sometimes. I mean, it's opportunity cost. Which one was better for me to focus on? Made 5,400 here. If I had bought 12,000 shares of this, down here, well, I guess I could have made maybe a little bit more on this trade, but, you have to look at the 1 minute chart to really see how you would have traded it, at least for my strategy. And kind of pops up to 20, drops back down here, squeezes up here, drops way back down here, and then takes off. So, a little choppy. I don't know exactly how I would have traded it. But anyways, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Those of you guys who are already in the classes, study up this weekend. Monday morning will be here before you know it. And right now, the market's hot. We're seeing some great opportunities. So it's time to, I think, continue to try to dig deep, be aggressive, put the pedal to the metal. capitalize as much as possible and, prepare for, the next slow patch, whether it's in June or it's in July or it's in August. Time will tell, but try to stash away some of those profits now, so when things do get slow, you're not getting nervous. All right, everyone. I'll see you guys first thing on Monday morning.
If you're still watching, you must have really enjoyed that video. So why not subscribe and get email alerts anytime I upload new content? Remember, when you subscribe, you become a member of the Warrior Trading family.